Perhaps the most interesting Apple devices apart from the new iPhones are the new Apple Watches, and yes, I've spent some quality time with both the new watches. I have the Apple Watch Ultra 2 in the natural titanium color, and I also have the Apple Watch Series 9 in the mystical midnight colorway. So let me quickly show you the unboxing experience. I'll also give you my first impressions, but of course, before we get on with the rest of the video, consider hitting that red subscribe button for detailed tech videos and also turn on the bell so that you don't miss any of our latest updates. With that said, let's get started. Okay, unlike the standard Apple Watches, the Watch Ultra 2 comes in a rather different sort of packaging, a rectangular box. So let's quickly pull out the tabs and you see classic Apple Watch unboxing. And this looks interesting. What is it exactly? Well, it's a monochrome landscape, I think. Let's keep the sleeve on the side for now. So first up, there's a cool instruction manual. Haven't seen anything like this before. Quite nice. Then there's the watch and the band. First, let's unbox the watch. And here we are, neatly wrapped in paper, the Apple Watch Ultra 2. It looks wow, has a decent amount of heft, just the right amount I would say. And this is also the first time I've ever held an Apple Watch Ultra. But other than this, I believe these are Apple's headquarters coordinates here. And turning it around and removing the pull tab, so we have the Type-C charging puck and the cable is braided, super premium. Quickly, let's look at the watch band too, and it is the trail loop band. Again, seeing one of these two for the first time reminds me of the sports loop band, but the velcro here is nice and tight. Similarly, the Watch Series 9 unboxing, removing the pull tabs. And let's keep the sleeve aside. And what we have here is the watch and the new band. So this is the midnight color. Quickly removing the pull tabs, and the first thing here is a single sheet manual. And wow, Type-C charging puck again, and we are getting the braided cable, which is quite great. And finally here we are, the Watch Series 9 in midnight color. There's also the sports loop band with the Watch Series 9, and yes, we are ready. So those were your unboxings of the brand new Apple Watches, and my first impressions, well, when it comes to the looks and build, the Apple Watch Ultra 2 and the Apple Watch Series 9 look a lot like their predecessor. In fact, if it were not for the watch band, then this midnight Watch Series 9 looks a lot like my Watch Series 7. That said, there's nothing wrong with this. I think to create a brand identity, Apple does certain things in a certain way, and I'm all up for that. However, the changes and upgrades happen on the inside of these watches, and I know they are not as much as the iPhones, but there are still a few of them. First up, the Watch Ultra 2. Now, as I said, this is the first time I've ever held an Apple Watch Ultra, and I haven't seen the first generation model, so this one is totally new for me. And when I first looked at the images of the Apple Watch Ultra last year, I used to think that this watch must be quite heavy, but now that I've tested the Apple Watch Ultra 2, I think the heft is just the right amount and it feels super duper premium. I mean, the weight is well distributed, and once you have it on, it gives you that feeling that you're wearing a high quality piece of machinery. Other than this, I love the natural titanium shade of the Watch Ultra 2. In fact, I love the shade on the iPhone 15 Pro Max as well. And this color reminds me of the iPhone 6. My iPhone 6, I had it in gold, and that color looked awesome. This is not as gold as the iPhone 6, but it looks quite awesome. Now the display is huge at 49 millimeters. The bezels are slightly raised to protect the screen. It is now brighter by 50% than the first generation model and can now clock up to 3000 nits. Now I don't have the exact tools to quantify this, but this is by far the brightest screen on a watch or on a phone that I have ever seen. Also, it can dim to as low as 1 nit. Again, quite crazy. And see this, the Modular Ultra watch face. So this is the new watch face for the Watch Ultra 2, and the amount of customization that you can do here, plus the complications that you can add based on your preference, are quite a lot. Again, pro enthusiasts are going to enjoy and appreciate this a lot. The action button is also here, and you can map to different functions. I have mapped it to trigger the stopwatch since I'm not much of a workout person. But apart from the design and display, there's watchOS 10 aboard the new Apple watches. Both of these watches are powered by the new S9 SiP, and they also feature the latest generation Ultra Wideband chip, just like the new iPhones, for better accuracy. Also, the Watch Ultra 2 is up to 100 meters water resistant. Then you can also take it to dive. It is resistant up to 40 meters, and you can also measure the depth of diving in real time on the Watch Ultra 2. Battery life is claimed to be the same as Watch Ultra 1 at 36 hours in normal mode and up to 72 hours in low power mode. And yes, that's about it for the Watch Ultra 2. Now let's take a closer look at the Apple Watch Series 9 as well. So Watch Series 9 comes in two sizes, 41mm and 45mm in aluminum or stainless steel. There are 5 colors on the aluminum, that is Starlight, Silver, Pink, Product Red and Midnight, the one that I have. And the stainless steel version is available in graphite, silver and gold. Now, as I said earlier, the Apple Watch Series 9 is quite identical to the Series 8 from last year, but the star color that is different this year, it is the pink color, and in person it looks quite lovely. But apart from this, you again get the new S9 SiP as the Ultra 2, there's watchOS 10 and there's the new Ultra Wideband chip. The display is also brighter at 2000 nits, and similar to the Watch Ultra 2, it can dim to 1 nit. One other cool feature that I need to tell you about before I wrap up this video, is the double tap feature that Apple demoed on stage. So for different tasks such as receiving a call, starting a timer or taking a photo, you can now do this double tap gesture. So say I'm on a call, and right when I want to end a call, without touching the phone or the watch, I can simply double tap and the call ends. Similarly, for clicking a photo, if my finger is not able to reach the shutter, no problem, the double tap gesture works like magic. In a nutshell, these are the new Apple watches for you, the Watch Ultra 2 and the Watch Series 9. What are your thoughts about these new watches, and which one is your favorite, and which color do you prefer? Let me know all your thoughts about it in the comments below. And as always, for all the latest in tech, stay tuned to Fiiber. I'll catch you all in the next one. Thank you for watching.